No. Okay. What about others? Did anyone try? Walaikum Assalam, Nazira. Yes, Nazira, did you try these questions? Acha. So tell me if you have doubt in some of them, if in any of them. Yes, Nazira, please tell me if you have doubt in any one of them. Question number 9.1 and 6. Wait a second, let me just get that book here. (9.2) F. That means sixth question. And Nazira is saying that's a 9.6. This is the question. Wait a second. PT NH3 whole twice Cl NH2 CH3. That one. This one, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So, you must have calculated a few things, right? For example, you must have calculated the charge on platinum, right?
I didn't do that. It was so long. It is so long.
You did not even do that. And ऐसे कैसे चलेगा? Try it, na? Try it then. What about Nazira? Nazira, did you do it? Was not. Fatima was speaking right now, I think. So Nazira's internet is slow, I guess. Assalamu alaikum, Ahmed. How are you? Fatima, you were speaking now that you have not done because it is very long.
Yes.
Okay, what about Nazira? Nazira, did you try? Okay. So you guys have some doubts. Fine. Okay, Fatima, so what is the charge that you got in this in the sixth one? What is the charge? First of all, we calculate the charge, right? The oxidation state. Yes, guys, what is the oxidation state of platinum here? Don't know? अरे भाई आप लोग इतना शांत क्यों जाते हो? आपने चार्ज नहीं निकाला क्या? You guys have not calculated the charge. Nazira, did you calculate the charge? Nazira, Amalya, and those who have done this question, please answer now. Why you are so silent? Amalya, tell me. Speak. This is 9.2 F. Acha, Fatima is saying 2 charge. Plus 2, na Fatima? Yeah, correct. Plus 2. This from the Cl, there will be negative. From the Cl, there will be negative, and that is why platinum will have a positive charge of plus 2. Positive charge of plus 2. So X is equal to plus 2. Okay. Now tell me what are the ligands now? Next is the ligand. Tell me what are the ligands? Ligands. What is this ligand? Fatima, आप बोल सकती है ना? Please speak.
Amine.
हाँ, amine. Very good. And this is
Chlorido.
Chlorido. Acha, should I not say this as diamine or diamine? because it is 2, na? Yes or no? It is 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Chlorido. And what is this? What is this? Oh my god, what is this? It is methylamine, na? It is methylamine. CS3 is methyl, and this is NH2, methylamine. This is methylamine. And amine means it is as you write it in organic chemistry, okay? Methylamine. And put this in bracket because this is only one ligand. This is only one ligand with two names, that is methyl and amine. So we have got the ligands. What did we look at the next one? That is the counter metal ion. So Cm ion is central metal ion is what? It would be platinum, right? Yes or no? It would be platinum because it is positively charged. Platinum, and I will give the charge that is 2. And the last is what? Counter ion. Counter ion is, now if you are not making a list like this, then it will be very difficult to do it, okay? So please make a list like this. Counter ion is what? Chloride. Now it is very easy. Diamine, so you have A, then C, and then M. So I will write from here diamine. Chlorido, methylamine, platinum. Now this platinum will be small. It will not be big. Platinum will be small. 2 chloride. Okay, this C is also small. Platinum 2 chloride. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt here? Yes guys, any doubt? Fatima, Amalia, Mariam. Mariam आपने नहीं किया? अच्छा, Mariam is not back, I guess, till now. Did you guys have class? Did you guys had class today?
No, sir.
Acha, you didn't have class. Okay. So this is diamine, chlorido, methyl, amine, platinum 2 chloride. अच्छा, और भी कुछ सवाल थे किसी के? Amalia is saying 9.1, 5 and 6. 9.1, 5 and 6. Amalia, can you tell me where you are having problem in those two questions? Like in which part?
In 9.1, the sixth question.
Yeah. In sixth question, there are many parts. Huh? Listen. Iron 3. Okay. Right? Any problem in iron 3?
Yes.
See.
Yes.
Acha, you don't know what is that, iron 3?
No. I mean, is
Achha,
it
so
the oxidation state?
let me just only on okay, you just have a doubt in the sixth one and not on the seventh one. Sorry, not on the fifth one. You have doubt only in sixth?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So see, this is your ferrate, right? So this is the complex. Yes or no? This is the complex. And complex is what? Complex is anionic. That is why this is the counter ion. This counter ion is cation. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me, do you still have any problem? This will be Fe, na? This will be Fe. Then inside you will write hexacyano. Why will write hexacyano? And this is ferrate. So iron means Fe. Okay, wait a second, sorry. Then you have CN6. That's it. This Fe is 3 positive. Okay, this Fe is 3 positive. This is what the name is telling. This Fe is 3 positive. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No. Okay. Let me give you a new concept here. That is the coordination number. Coordination number. Coordination number. Okay. Coordination number is, please write with me, the number of atoms, the number, or rather I should say number of donor atoms attached to the metal or central metal atom, to the central metal ion or atom. Okay. Determine coordination number for following. Determine the coordination number for the following. Okay, so you have to just tell me how many donor atoms are attached to the central metal atom. That's it. Okay, how many donor atoms are attached? Please remember that you will only look at the coordination sphere. Okay, don't look here and there. Just look at the coordination sphere. Let us say you have cobalt, NH3 whole thrice. There are 3 NH3 ligands and there are 3 chlorine ligands. Okay, and this has a overall charge of overall positive charge. So the coordination number is very easy here. You have to look what are the ligands here. The ligands are amine, and how many amines are there? 3 amines are there plus. Another ligand is the chloride ion, and that is 3. So 3 plus 3, this will be equal to coordination number is 6. Right, next. Let us say if you have cobalt, NO2 whole thrice, and H2O whole thrice. And this is a neutral one. This is a neutral one. So here also coordination number will be equal to how much? Please answer me in chat. Coordination number will be equal to how much? Yes, Amalya, correct. Ahmed, correct. Coordination number will be equal to 3 from nitro and 3 from water, which will give you 6. Okay. But for example, if you have, let us say you have Cr, Cl2, and then you have the oxalate 2, and this has an overall charge of 3 negative. Calculate the coordination number here and tell me now. Calculate the coordination number here. Can you explain, Amalya, how one? Yes, Amalya, can you explain that? Yes, Amalya.
2 plus 2 and then minus 3.
Oh, no. Why minus 3? What is the, see, the question, the definition, the number of donor atoms, that's it. Okay, this 3 negative charge has not does not have to do with anything else. Okay, so what do you think will be the answer?
4.
And see, that is why now, see, I've not written ligands here. Okay, now please go to the oxalate ion. You have oxalate written somewhere in your notebook, right,
Yes, sir.
Amalya? So please go there and please tell me how many donor atoms are there in oxalate. How many donor atoms are there?
Two.
2, na? Now you tell
Yes.
me. So now you will tell me what will be the coordination number
4.
from oxalate. There are, okay, fine. These 2 chlorines are coordinating, and from oxalate, how many donor atoms are there from oxalate?
2.
2 from each oxalate, right? And there are now 2 oxalates. So in total, yes, Amalya, one oxalate
4.
ion, total 4, na? One oxalate ion has 2 oxygen ions which are coordinating. So this will be equal to 6. Okay, this will be equal to 6. Okay, fine. Those who are not here, please listen. See, COO negative. So this is one oxalate ion, and this oxalate ion has 2 donor atoms. Okay, and that is why 2 oxalate ions will have 4 donor atoms. Okay, 2 oxalate ions will have 4 donor atoms. Got it? Mariam, Fatima, Sania, you got it, right? Nazira, what about you?
Yes, sir.
Ahmed and Abir?
Sir, currently new to this topic. So
हाँ ना, हाँ. तो पीछे का देखिए आप लोग, है ना? पीछे का देखिए
Yes.
लेक्चर, सब आप एब्सेंट थे दिन, पीछे का देखिए. Okay,
yes,
fine.
sir.
So I will give you a few more. Okay, so first of all, what you have to see whether this ligand is a bidentate, monodentate, or polydentate, right? Yes or no? Yes, guys. Amalya, Fatima, we have various categories of ligand. If a ligand is present, if it is a monodentate, then it is fine. You will have just only one donor atom, and that is why the number of ligand is equal to the number of donor atoms. That's a coordination number you can easily calculate. But if you have a bidentate ligand, then the number of donor atoms will just double. If you have bidentate, then the donor atoms will just double. Okay. Write one more. And please look in the notebook whether the ligand that I have written is a monodentate or a bidentate, and then answer. Okay. Then answer me. Okay. So for example, let us have, yeah. You have cobalt and En whole twice and Cl2, let us say whole twice. And this will have an overall positive charge. This positive charge, negative charges, these doesn't, they don't have to do with anything. The coordination number, okay? There is no relation between the positive charge and the coordination number. So please look for each of these ligand, whether they are bidentate or monodentate, and then tell me the answer, what will be the coordination number. Yes, Ahmed, correct. Okay, I'm waiting for other answers. Amalya, Fatima. Oh my God. Nazara is correct. Acha. Amalya, can you please explain me once again? We have two ligands, right? We have two ligands. There and 2 into chlorine. Now this En is a monodentate, a bidentate, or a polydentate? En, Amalya. Yes,
It's a
Amalya.
bidentate.
Bidentate, na? So this 2 is from here. That is the 2 for En, and this 2 is for here. Okay. And whatever I will be writing here is regarding how many donor atoms are there. That is why there will be 2 donor atoms plus this chlorine has how many donor atoms? Only 1 donor atom, right? This will be 2 to the 4 plus 2, which will be equal to 6. Why did you write 10? How did you get 10?
From the molecular formula
Molecular formula of what?
of En.
What is the molecular formula for En?
The NH2 CH2, that one.
So NH2 CH2 and then
CH2 NH2.
so okay, so what are the molecules which can coordinate? Yes, that is ethylene diamine, na?
Yes, sir.
So ethylene diamine has what? NH2, and then sorry, I wrote it opposite. CH2 and NH3, na? CH2, and here it is NH3. So I would have made like this, na? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how many donor atoms? 2 only. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So why did you wrote 4? I guess, na? 4. So these are not donor atoms because carbon does not have any lone pair from where it can donate. Okay, so that is why these are not donor atoms. Only NH3 is a donor atom where I have put the arrows also. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so now we will do some bonding theories here, and there are 2 bonding theories. The first is with the valence bond theory that we have to study, and valence bond theory is similar to what you have studied in your 11th standard for the chemical bonding chapter. Okay, so we'll be applying the same principle in the coordination compound. So you will have hybridization, and then you can also have promotion of electron, non-promotion of electron, those kind of thing. Then you will also look at the geometry, etc. Right? And so bonding theories in coordination compound, there are 2. Bonding theories. Okay, bonding theories, there are 2 bonding theories. One is valence bond theory, and the other is crystal field theory. This is crystal field theory. Okay, so we call this as VBT, and this is CFT. So we will first study valence bond theory. That is, you are familiar with valence bond theory. At least you must remember the name valence bond theory. And then as we go on further, you will also realize that you also know the terminologies here. We will be just treating the coordination complexes through the valence bond theory. Okay, so just before that, write a part regarding valence bond theory, that is the coordination number, their hybridization, and what will be their geometries. Okay, what will be their geometries. So here I will write the coordination number. This is the coordination number. Then if you have some coordination number, then what can be the hybridization? And if that is the hybridization, what will be the geometry? And please remember that geometry and shape are different. Okay, geometry and shape are different. Even though in coordination complexes, geometry and shapes are same only, but purely speaking, they are different terms. They mean different things. So coordination number means if you have 4, then the hybridization can be sp3, and the geometry for this will be tetrahedral. and coordination number is 4, then there can be also one more hybridization, that is DsP2. And when it will be DsP2 and when it will be sp3, that we will determine. Okay, that will determine. And if you have DsP2, then this is square planar. This is square planar. If you have coordination number 5, this will be sp3d, sp3d, right? Now, if you have sp3d, the geometry will be what? The geometry will be trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal, also known as TBP. Now, if you have the coordination number 6, there can be two hybridization. It can be either sp3 d2, and if you have sp3 d2, the geometry will be octahedral. And if the coordination number is 6 only, then it can be also either sp3 d2 or it can be d2 sp3. D2 sp3, okay, and this will be also octahedral. So please write this. We will start with coordination number 6. We will look at the atom, and then we can determine easily. If I look at the atom, I can determine easily whether it will be hybridization of sp3 d2 or it will be d2 sp3. Okay. Let me know if you're done. Amalia is done. Waiting for others. Abir, Ahmed, Fatima, Mariam.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Guys, let me know if you're done. Okay, Sania is also done. Okay, so I guess most of you are done. Nazira, what about you? Nazira is done. Okay, Nazira is also done. So we will look at the example. We will look at the example of coordination number 6. Okay, we will apply what? The valence bond theory to coordination number 6. So in coordination number 6, let us say applying valence bond theory to number 1. Coordination number is equal to 6. If you have coordination number 6. So let me just erase this one as like this as hash. Right? Coordination number 6. Then for the first molecule, let us take chromium. Here you have NH3 whole 6. And you have 3 positive charge. This is the complex. Okay, this is the complex. So the first thing that you have to do here, is to calculate the charge on the chromium atom. Okay, so this is the step. The number 1 step is calculate the oxidation state. Okay, so oxidation state of Cr. So what we will do, X plus, what is the oxidation state of the charge of the NH3 molecule? Ammonia is positively charged, negatively charged, neutral. Tell me, guys. Neutral, na? So it will be 0,
Yes,
0,
sir.
and this will be equal to X plus 0. No, this will be equal to what? This charge, right?
Plus
3
3.
positive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, plus 3. What happened, other guys? Amalia, Fatima, Mariam, you guys were present in the last lecture. You should answer. So X will be equal to plus 3, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now what you have to do? Now you have to write the electronic configuration. Okay, you have to write the electronic configuration of Cr. Okay, only Cr. So Cr is equal to how much? Tell me. Chromium is argon. This is 24. Okay, देखिए आप लोग electronic configuration नहीं याद आ रहा है फिर से. Which is the
Yes.
noble gas nearest to 24? Argon, na?
Argon.
Yeah, this will be argon. And after that, 4s1, 3d5. Remember, chromium is an exception. Yes or no? Chromium is an exception to the Aufbau principle. That is why it has, because this half filled is more stable. Half filled is more stable. That is not our concern. Our concern is if you have this chromium here is +3. So we'll look at this chromium, which is 3 positive charge, and this will be equal to how much? This will be equal to argon. You remove first electron from the 4s because that is the outermost electron. Please remove the electron from 4s. Okay, so 4s is away from 3d. 3d is inside, 4s is away. So 4s, you will remove 1 electron from 4s, then you will remove what electrons? अच्छा देखिए आप लोग को तो यहाँ पे ना ऐसे करके कोई फायदा ही नहीं है, ऐसे दिखा देते हैं आप लोग को, रुक जाइए. Chromium, this will be equal to, I'm writing the outermost electronic configuration. Okay, outermost electronic configuration. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you have 4s also. You have 4s also. So here also you have 1 electron in each of these orbitals and 1 electron in this orbital. So this is 3d, and this is 4s, right? So if you have chromium 3 positive, then what are the electrons that can get away? This electron can get away, this electron can get away, this electron will get away, right? So the 3 electrons are gone. Then you have the same d, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 2 and 3 electrons here. This is the s. Okay, this is the s. Now, see, the coordination number here is how much? Coordination number is 6, right? So it will be either sp3d2 or it will be d2 sp3. Now, as you can see that we have 2 d's available here, right? There are 2 d's available here. There is also one s which is available. There is also one s which is available. So where are the p's? So where will be the p? See, 4s, if the 4th shell is present, then the 4th shell will also have p, although that they will be vacant, but they will have, 4th shell will have the p orbitals, right? So these are the p orbitals. These are the p orbitals which will get into hybridization. Okay, these are the p orbitals which will be getting into hybridization. And then what will happen? So this is Cr3 positive. Now if I take the complex here, so this is chromium with NH3 whole 6 and 3 positive charge. So the orbital diagram for that would be, oops. So see, these are the vacant orbitals, and you have what? You have different NH3, right? So you have 6 NH3, 1 NH3, 2 NH3, 3rd NH3, 4th NH3, 5th NH3, and 6th NH3. So all these NH3 will be coordinating. So all of them has lone pair, na? All of them has lone pair. So they will be coordinating this lone pair to the vacant d orbitals of the chromium ion, chromium 3+ ion. Okay, so if they are coordinating like this, then these electrons will be filled like this. So I'm denoting electrons as cross signs. Now this is d, this is s, and this is p3, right? This is d2. So the hybridization here will be what? Hybridization is equal to d2 sp3. Okay, the hybridization is d2 sp3. Please write this down. Should I scroll up or down anywhere? Let me know.
No, sir.
No, na. I hope it is similar to what you have done in the 11th standard, right? Only this step is new here, that you have to remove the electrons and then you have to calculate the oxidation state and then remove the electrons. Otherwise, it is similar only. Yes or no, guys? Amalya, Fatima, Mariam, Nazira, Abir. Alag hai bahut kya?
Yes, sir.
It is same, similar only, na? Haan. I have done one for you now. Please write this down, and then you will be helping me with the next one. Okay, you will be helping me with the next one. That will be also coordination number 6. Also, see, just write here geometry. Octahedral. And then you have to tell me what is the magnetic character. Okay, what is the magnetic character? The magnetic character can be, if I say magnetism, you have to give me the correct option. A, para, magnetic, to diamagnetic, there are two options here. Tell me whether it is paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Yes, guys, done. Not done. Writing, please write.
Yes, sir, writing.
Let me know when you are done, guys. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there anyone who is still writing? Fatima, Abir, Nazira. Done. Abir, are you done?
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what is the magnetism? Paramagnetic or diamagnetic? Paramagnetic or diamagnetic?
Sir, I think para.
Why para? How do you check? How do you check? भूल गए क्या आप लोग? How do you check whether something is paramagnetic or diamagnetic? Yes, Mariam. How do you check whether something is paramagnetic or diamagnetic? You look, why guys are leaving? Okay, if you have unpaired electron, then it is paramagnetic. Okay. If there is unpaired electron present, so yes, we have unpaired electrons here, right? We have unpaired electrons here. See, there are 3 unpaired electrons. That is why this will be paramagnetic. Okay, this will be paramagnetic. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No. So we look for Cr. Let us look for cobalt. Okay, let us look for cobalt. If you have cobalt, second one, if you have cobalt, and then you have the same ligand, that is NH3, same number of ligands, NH3, and then you have 3 positive charge here also. Okay, 3 positive charge here also. So now you will tell me. Now you will tell me what will be the oxidation state for cobalt. What will be the oxidation state for cobalt, guys? What would be the oxidation state? Mariam, you joined late. I mean, you were disconnected now, so it is paramagnetic. Okay, the previous one is paramagnetic. Okay, Mariam. Okay. अरे कुछ हाँ ना बोल ही नहीं रही है। Amalia is joining. What happened, Ahmed, Fatima, Mariam? Oxidation state for cobalt?
चाय टेक्सचर
हाँ, अच्छा किसे टेक्स्ट कर दिया आपने सर?
आपको
नहीं नहीं, अच्छा अच्छा सर,
Yes, sir.
okay, got it. Okay, so I was not getting the notification, guys. Sorry, okay, I was not getting the notification. Abir is right, Nazira no, Ahmed is right, Sania no, Fatima is correct. Again no, Sania. So see, cobalt will be X plus NH3 is how much? NH3 is 0, will be equal to plus 3. So X will be equal to plus 3. That is why oxidation state of cobalt is equal to plus 3. Fine. Oxidation state of cobalt is plus 3. Amalia did not join. Okay. She is joining now. Now, if you have cobalt, and that is plus 3 oxidation state, and cobalt is what? Cobalt has the oxidation number of, no, sorry, oxidation state is plus 3, electronic configuration. Yeah. Cobalt. What is the atomic number for cobalt? 27, na? After Fe, yeah, 26, 27. Then you will have argon, 4s2, 3d7. So you will have the atomic orbitals like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your S, so this is 3d. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After that, you have 2 electrons here, right? You have 2 electrons here, and then you have the p orbitals which are empty. Okay, the p orbitals which are empty. So after this, what you will write? After this, you will write for CO3 positive. So we will be removing these. Yes or no? Or we will be removing this or this? Tell me. We will be removing these electrons, right?
yes,
Because
sir.
this is the last fill electron, right? This is the last fill electron. So cobalt will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it will have only how many electrons? 6 electrons we have to fill, right? You have to fill 6 electrons only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now after this, what happens? Now after this, there is pairing which happens. Okay. So as you can see, we can pair the these particular what electrons, and after pairing, CO3 positive becomes 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. So this will be paired like this. This will be paired like this. Okay, so these are 6 electrons here. And after that you have, so these are the D2, and then you have, this is S. The D2, this is S, this is P3. So this is again what? Hybridization. D2 sp3. Geometry will be octahedral. And magnetism will be diamagnetic. It will be diamagnetic. Okay, so how will we know whether you have pairing of elements or you don't have to pair the do you have to pair the electrons or you don't have to pair the electrons? So one of the criteria is if it is diamagnetic, then generally it is paired. Okay, if it is diamagnetic, then it is paired. But if you have a particular molecule or a complex which is paramagnetic, then it is not paired. And obviously diamagnetic and paramagnetic, you can measure it, right? It is a measurable physical quantity. You don't have to look at the electrons, obviously. So magnetism can be measured. That is why we first measure the magnetism and we look that whether it is diamagnetic, a complex is diamagnetic or paramagnetic. And if it is diamagnetic, then we pair them. We pair all the electrons. And if it is paramagnetic, then we don't do anything. We don't neither pair or, we don't do anything. Just leave it like that. We don't do the pairing. Okay, guys. So please
Yes.
write this down. Write this down. Let me know when you are done. And see. Right now, I have just given you the trailer of the valence bond theory, how we do things. And from tomorrow, now, what we will do, we will be doing questions. Okay, we'll be directly doing the questions, hybridization and stuff. Okay. So let all of you are done writing. Fatima, Mariam, Nazira.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's leave today. Acha, can I take class from, half an hour before? When do I class? When do I take class nowadays? What is the time there? 1:30?
30, yes.
1:30.
1:30. So can I take from 1 tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
So on Sundays, what I will do? On Sundays, I will take from 1 to 2:30, na?
Yes.
Yeah. Oops. And please be on time, guys. Okay, please be on time. कुछ ही दिन बाकी है आप लोग के, है ना? उसके बाद तो हाँ, you just have one more, just around one more week of classes, then you will have holidays. So coordination complex खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर आपको फिर भी chapters बचे रहेंगे, 3 chapters. First, there is organic chemistry, and then you have the D and F block elements. D and F block element is very small, and no, you have quite a lot of chapters remaining then. Aldehyde ketones, which is a big chapter. Amines is a small chapter. DF block is small, and surface chemistry is also not very big. You have covered electrochemistry.